Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Mack Flash Trivia. My name is François, and I will be your host for the next little bit. This is Mack Flash Trivia Live. Good evening, and welcome back, one and all. Wednesday night, 7:00 whatever, and we are here, ready to partay in the trivia style, whatever that means. Welcome. My name is François. As I said, I will be your host for the next little bit. Let's take a look at how today is going to work. You're going to want to jot down your answers at home. Keep track of them using your preferred method, whether that's a whiteboard or a piece of paper or the official sheet available in the video description below. Whichever one you have, just jot down your answers at home, but do not put them in the chat or the comments, please. No phone or web searches for the duration of the game to keep it fair, and feel free to form teams if you wish. You can do that and submit your score as a team. I will reveal the answers at the end of every round, so you will be able to mark your own sheets and figure out who won that round. Make sure, of course, that you do share it in the chat so that we can keep track as the game goes by. All sorts of fun and traditions ready to keep going here at Mack Flash Trivia Live, and that starts, of course, with round number one. What a fun tradition, starting with round number one. It's exciting. I know. Some traditions just write themselves. Just like this one here. Question number one, starting you off slow with a true or false. The first television remote control, invented in 1950 and connected to the TV by a wire, was called Lazy Bones. And hello to our teams tonight. We've got the Hackers in the house. Supernova is here. We've got the Pandemic Academics, the Three Must Get Beers, and the COVID Con Man. The Stews are here. The Pink Triangles are ready to play. Christ Punchers are here. Welcome to the Willettes. Worshipping the sun. We got the St. Joachim Kids. That was hard to say for no reason. You are here tonight as well. Round one, question dos. In what movie did Tom Cruise appear in heavy makeup as Les Grossman? We got a bunch of Tom Cruise questions tonight for no reason whatsoever. We got the Naughty Hookers in the house. We got Gloglies, and the dirty laundry goes in the clothes bin. But Grandma, these clothes aren't dirty. Well then, make them dirty, you pathetic disappointment. I'll never love you as much as Adam is in the house. That sounded specific. If you want to talk, you let me know. We've got Where the Team Has No Name. That's getting more and more like Eddie Vedder every time. We got Neil going solo. Solo Neil. We're in trouble, folks. We're in trouble. We got Neil going solo. That is not a good sign. We got round one, question number 3 coming at you. And if I can just get my hands on that question. What candy bar has the slogan, "You're not you when you're hungry"? And hello to the Hot Tub Quarantine Machine. The Strathroy Bombers are here. The Cheating Cheaters. The newly named Francois Beard Fan Club. Oh, thank you very much. Welcome. The Pandemic Gargle Blasters. The Low Expectations. The Cheese Burglars. Welcome. Lavate las Manos is here. Team Football Sundays. With a cherry on top. Dream Warriors. Lores Double Ds. Glory Holes. And Risky Quizness and Sinatra. There you go. These are your teams that are in the chat at the moment. Many more people playing in the background, I'm sure. Question number 4. What is the accepted portmanteau name for a dog bred from a Labrador and a poodle? A good example of a portmanteau word is the word portmanteau. A big thank you to Littlefoot Foods for helping us out this week once again as our title sponsor. They are open for curbside pickup Tuesday through Saturday from 12 until 3, offering their signature pierogies as well as cabbage rolls and stuffed peppers. You can also pick up this awesome shirt that I am wearing right now, which is now obstructed due to the new setup. But this shirt, yes, right here, physical distancing, Mr. Pierogi. You can get it off their website, and a portion of the profits are going to charity. So thank you very much, Littlefoot Foods, for helping us out again this week. Let's take a look at your next question. It is a mashup question. It is an audio clip that you're going to be hearing, and a mashup is when you use two songs or more to form a new one, usually using the music of one and the lyrics of the other. In this case, I want you to listen up and tell me the two bands that are in this mashup. If you're ready, it goes a little something like this.
Sometimes I walk a little faster than the school hallway just to get next to you. Some days I spend a little extra just to impress you. Guess you don't notice, guess you don't need this ad. You're not seeing what you're missing. Honey, I'll touch it away. Yeah.
That went together way too well. What I want you to do is tell me the two bands that are involved in that mashup. That's all you have to do for that question. You'll get 1 point each. A very special welcome to the Snakebite Crafting Club. There's a club I cannot wait to get back to. Thank you very much for being here tonight. Let's take a look at question number 6. Once again, jotting your answers down at home and staying away from putting the answers in the chat or comments. Round 1, question number 6. In kilometers, what is the accepted altitude where space begins? There is no definite actual physical line, but there's an accepted altitude in kilometers where space begins. What is it? How's everyone doing? You guys doing all right? Having some fun tonight? Good. Yes. I hope you enjoy the show. I'm having a great time. It's a long day, but here we are. Now I'm just finally unwinding. Question number 7 coming at you right now for round number 1. What 80s television star also composed the theme songs to Different Strokes, actually all of the strokes, all the different strokes, and The Facts of Life? So it's an 80s television star composed the theme songs to Different Strokes and The Facts of Life. Question number 8 for round number 1. Tom Cruise is back, famously stars in the reboot of the Mission Impossible franchise. What is his name in the series? And who was the team leader in the original? Looking for the character name. So Tom Cruise famously stars in the reboot to Mission Impossible. What is his name in this new series? And who was the team leader? Looking for the character who was the team leader in the original Mission Impossible. Looks like I've got something for everybody. We got some shout outs right here for thank you for having old people questions. Yeah, there you go. Some old people questions. And, I made sure as well to try to fulfill my promise and have some more modern music in the music round. But I tried to keep it balanced. So we'll have to see what happens when we get to that point. A little exciting. This is round one, regular round. Everyone's sort of getting their what's the word I'm looking for? First beer in. That's what it is. We got question number 9 coming right now. True or false? Again, the buffalo chicken wing was invented in Miami, Florida by a Cuban chef. True or false? Remember the time Jessica Simpson thought buffalo wings were made of actual buffalo? That was classic. We got question number 10 coming up for round number 1, your last question. And I believe this is a bit of a multimedia question for you. But now, before I tell you about the Grand Cantina, another one of our fantastic sponsors, they're located in Ford City, Windsor, offering all sorts of takeout options that are cool, like taco kits, family meals, margarita kits, woo, and more. Make sure you check them out Monday to Friday, 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. for curbside pickup and Windsor-wide delivery. Orders can be made over the phone or online at thegrandcantina.com. If you haven't been, go. If you're from out of town and you're coming to Windsor and you're wondering, hey, where should I go? Go to the Grand Cantina. Check it out. Let's take a look at your, what a great collection of animations. Name the song and group for this music video. Well, there you have it, my friends. That is the end of the regular round for round number 1. I do hope you are enjoying tonight's show. I tried to mix it up a bit and make sure to have questions about all sorts of different topics for everyone's taste. And that's how it usually goes, at least maybe not from night to night, but overall, that's the intention. Thanks for everybody hanging out and chilling, and everybody is being very cool in the chat. Once again, you just keep track of your answers at home, and at the end of the round, I will give you the correct answers. Right now, we're going to move on to our next round. It is your picture round, and I call this one Mighty Vessels. I want you to give me the name of each vehicle seen here, real or fictional. The vehicles all have a certain name, that's for sure. So you're gonna see them. They're all from mostly a lot of them from pop culture. Some of them are real as well, and some of them transcend both. How about that? So just give the name of the actual vehicle, real or fictional, seen here. There's 15 of them coming up for 15 seconds each, and it goes like this. Well, there you have it, everybody. That is the end of round one, pictures and all. Thank you so much for playing along, and don't go anywhere. I've got 2 more rounds left to go, each of them with 10 questions and another 15-question speed round. Feel free to stick around if you're just joining us now, because we'll be starting in about 5 minutes. Just the time to go through the answers for round number 1. Share your scores in the chat, and after that, we'll have round number 2 coming at you after a short minute or 2 break, just to give you the chance to run to the fridge or do whatever you need to do. Well, let's take a look at the answers for round 1, taking a look at any sort of tricky scoring situations. Not exactly sure. And looking at the scores for round number 1, it's the only 2 pointers in here are number 5 with Foo Fighters and Hannah Montana / Miley Cyrus. I'll take it. And number 8, Tom Cruise plays Ethan Hunt, and the leader used to be Jim Phelps. And there you have it. Also 2 points for number 10, Bye 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 by NSYNC. Bye 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 by NSYNC. And there you have it. Yes, so round number 1 is out of 13. I'm just catching up with the chat over here. There you go. And here in the pictures, we were just looking for the name of the vehicle. I've given you the rest for context. If you wrote Love Boat for the Love Boat, you can take Love Boat. Just take it. Just take it. If it comes down to a tie at the end, though, that's what we're using as a tiebreaker. And there you have it. Just pretend I'm playing the piano. Too bad you can see my fingers. It doesn't matter. It doesn't work that way. Well, that's it, everybody. Those are your answers for round at number 1. We're going to take a couple of minutes so you can type your scores, put them in the chat, share with us what you got. I'm going to get another beer, and we're going to get started with round number dos very, very soon. All right, so let's get taking a look at those scores. Pandemic Academics with 26. We've got 25 for Laura's Double D's. The Three Must Get Beers with 23. Let It Ride with 24. Hackers with a nice 21. Duchess with 24. Solo Cause with 17. Low Expectations 24. Neil, you should call yourself the Lost Cause. I'm witty. The Willettes 19 points. Naughty Hookers 25. Pink Triangles 24. Christ Punchers 19. Co-Video Killed the Radio Star 22 points. Brainiac 6 21. 26. We got the Hot Mess Express with 19. Hi Diddly Ho Quarantinos 25. I'll be fine. 22 going to the Glory Holes. We got Hot Tub Quarantine Machine with 20 points. And there you have it. I'm going to go upstairs, get myself a drink. I recommend you do the same. We'll come back for round number dos in just a minute, 1 minute, 60 seconds from now. Well, there you have it. We're back just in time for round number 2. Has it been 60 seconds? Yeah, it's been exactly 60 seconds. Perfect timing. Thank you so much for being here tonight and every night. Don't forget to check us out live Mondays, Wednesdays at 7, and then Fridays at 8 for Seriously Trivia. The next time we meet, that will be the case. It will be Seriously Trivia right here Friday at 8. Otherwise, check out the quickies as well. Tomorrow at 7, we've got James Bond. Hope you guys enjoyed the Simpsons as well that we put out on Tuesday. It's still there. A lot of people often say, oh man, I'm working. Well, don't worry. Once it finishes airing the first time, it is there in perpetuity for you to go back and just play whatever it is that you want to your heart's content. So there you have it. Otherwise, welcome to everybody in the chat. Thank you for being super cool and awesome and helping each other out. And let's get going, shall we? With round number 2. 10 questions coming at you, followed by a music round, which I think is pretty awesome. But let's get started with this one first. Okay, shall we? Yes. True dog hybrid name, Peekapoo. What breeds are included in that? Question number 2 for round number 2. True or false, there is an outer space treaty which basically says no one owns space. Dog trivia. Somebody just said, Samantha, you want a whole dog trivia? Eh? That could definitely be done. I do know I did at some point. I had identify the dog breed picture round, so we could definitely use something like that and do something with dogs. Yes, everybody loves dogs. They're such good boys. That's why. All right, let's take a look. Round 2, question number 3. With what television show would you relate characters Steve Brady and Stanford Blatch? If you're looking for some Batman trivia, there's already 2 of them on the channel, so make sure you do dig deep. Adventures with Carl. And as for Avengers, we are currently running an Mack Flash Trivia Presents on Saturdays at 8. Part 3 of the Marvel Infinity Saga is this Saturday, and you can also check out all past episodes on the channel for the Marvel Infinity Saga trivia, as well as 2 Batman trivias on there. One about the movies and one about the animated series. Question number 4. In what movie did Tom Cruise have her at hello? As for Final Fantasy trivia, Nicole, we're going to have to dig deep for that one. I do know that we have some Nintendo trivia coming up this weekend, 3 of them as a matter of fact, so maybe somewhere in there a little bit of Final Fantasy will be included. Thank you to the Walkerville Brewery, a returning sponsor of ours. The retail store is open now daily from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. for pickup, including the Victoria Day long weekend this weekend. You can also order their wide selection of craft beers, including their Argyle Apple Cider, for delivery across Windsor and Essex County. Place your orders online at walkervillebrewery.com, and $5 from every online beer order will be donated to the Windsor Regional Hospital's COVID-19 Emergency Fund. Thank you to the Walkerville Brewery for helping us out and constantly being behind Mack Flash Trivia. You guys are great. Let's keep moving with question number 2. It is your backwards clip. I'm going to play a clip of a song backwards, and all you have to do is tell me what that song is. If you're ready, listen up to this clip. Looking for the name of the song you just heard here backwards, I would recommend writing it down forwards for ease of correction. Once in a while you hit gold with these backwards songs that, sound kind of cool backwards as they do forwards, and I think this is one of them. Let's take a look at round 2, question number 6. True or false, Blue Smarties were temporarily discontinued because something in the dye reacted with other ingredients and made them toxic? True or false? Coming up, we got question number 7 for round number 2, and it wants to know the following question. Sorry, I was busy chatting. Okay, they're not necessarily dogs, but what breed of animal are the Stark's canine companions on Game of Thrones? There are a lot of true or false questions. There's also a lot of Tom Cruise questions. There's also a lot of dog questions. There's a lot of, can you identify the other 2 categories? Because there's 2 more categories that these questions might fall under. I want to know if you're able to figure it out. So far we've seen dogs, Tom Cruise, snack foods, question number 8, coming up for round number 2. Rounded up, how long in hours is the longest extravehicular activity or spacewalk performed by an astronaut? Thank you, Christ Punchers. Always so nice. We got question number 9 coming up as we approach the end of the regular round for round number 2. And it wants to know the following. What television show features the lives of the extended Pritchett family? Distance measurements. Good guess, Neil. Good guess. I'll tell you what it was. It was all about... The other 2 categories are space and television. And finally, we got question number 10 coming up for round number 2. It is your puzzle question of the night, but not before we talk about a little bit of Sweet Revenge. Sweet Revenge is a bake shop that you can find now in their brand new home at 400 Erie Street, Unit 9 in Windsor. They are accepting orders for contactless pickup and delivery for May 27th and 30th with a selection of their signature cakes, macarons, and macarons? I never know how to say that. And others, they're really tasty cookies and sweet treats. Check them out on Facebook. Order online at sweetrevengebakeshop.com. Thank you to Sweet Revenge for helping us bring trivia to the masses. Let's take a look at 210 Ditloids. There you have it. If you guys like these Ditloids, make sure you do show up on Friday at 8 o'clock for Seriously Trivia, where there are a lot more puzzles along with the trivia. 3 times the Ditloids, 3 times the chain gangs, and a lot more stuff like this. A Ditloid is an abbreviation of a common expression or saying. For example, here, 52 equals W in a Y. You would say 52 equals weeks in a year. I'm even nice enough to give you a category with that next one, so let's see if you're able to figure it out. Categories: countries. 13 equals S on the AF. Can you figure that out? 1 point if you can figure it out. Well, there you have it. That is the end of the regular round for round number 2. I've got your speed round coming up in just a little bit. It is your music speed round. I want to thank everybody for hanging out, and make sure you do, of course, keep the chat relevant to the game. Make sure you chat again, with each other, make some new friends, and of course, share your scores in there. Let's keep this fun and light as it should be. I've got your music round coming up, and I had a good one picked out for you, and then I thought, no. I remember last time I did say on Monday, I said I'm going to try to include some more modern music in the music round because that last one was very classic rock. Somebody very diplomatically indicated this by saying, no offense, but how old is the person that wrote this category? I got the hint. I picked up on that. I picked up on it, and that's all good. Any sort of constructive criticism is always accepted. Let's take a look at your speed round for this one, and this is kind of fun. It is a bit of a puzzle at the same time to get you in the mood for Friday. This is called Bantonyms. It is a game that I have done there before. What I'm going to do is give you the exact opposite of a band name, word for word. For example, a braggadocious cat would be a modest mouse. If you were to say the opposite of braggadocious is modest, the opposite of cat is mouse. So there you have it. So for every word literally being translated to the direct opposite, I want you to translate these 50 next band names into what they should be. Also, if any of you claim any of these and start band names because some of them are pretty badass, I want some sort of royalty or residuals, if that's possible at all. We got 15 of them coming up for 25 seconds each, and it goes like this. Well, there you have it. That is the end of the round. Glad to see it's got some pretty good reviews over here in the chat. From clever to we like it. Those are the best reviews I could have gone for. Some people contesting my idea of what an opposite is. Well, I mean, come on. You know, we had to sort of kind of be flexible, and you know, it was leading with a major hint to a band name. We weren't just telling you to come up with the opposite of these words. So hopefully you did come up with a band name that pretty much comes close to the opposite. If you came up with another band name that's very close, I'm going to be very impressed. That's what it is. We've got your answers coming up in just a little bit for round number 1 and for the speed round. So get ready to have your answers coming up right now. Right here. Right now. Well, let's take a look here. Pekingese and a poodle for a peekapoo. We were looking for Ms. Jackson only for the song, so 1 point there. And we were looking at, that's it. So it looks like it's 1 point all the way down. Carrie, I almost went with Clear Airways. I almost did it for Weezer, and I was trying to think, what is the opposite of Weezer? And I was like, Clear Airways, clear breathing. I couldn't think of it. Number 1, sorry, One Man No Chance. One Man One Chance, sorry. That's the exact opposite of what you were going for. 1 point for Peekapoo. 1 point for question number 1. And finally, here are the answers to 11 through 15, of course, featuring the abstinence knives. The abstinence knives. 1, it's super hard to say. 2, nothing sexier than abstinence. Hey, Price Butchers with 15 out of 15. Release the peekaboo. Great. Well, we're definitely going to have to do Bantonyms again. I think it's a category that went really, really well. And I mean, they can't all be turned into opposites, as we have learned about tonight. I don't know what exactly was. I wonder what was. I want to let me know. What word were you doubting? I want to know the word that you were doubting that I got the opposite wrong. Stripes and dots. Ask any fashionista, man. They'll tell you stripes and polka dots are exactly the opposite, one of the other. There might be more opposites. Maybe it's not a straight line. Maybe it's a triangle or a pentagram. Who knows? Share your scores in the chat. Get ready because round 3 is on its way with 10 more questions and another speed round coming at you. Plus, it's the round 3, question 3 shot of the night coming up. So get yourself a shot ready. I'm still on my way down to the worm. Taking a look over here, we got Christ Punchers with 24. We've got Naughty Hookers with 23. Cole can't even do math anymore, so that's fine. Strathroy Bombers with 23. St. Joachim with 16. The Branch Covidians, nice 23 points. 19 out of 25 for the Hackers. The opposite of foot is head. That's what I would say. I would say like from head to toe, right? Like they're extremes. They're the extremes. Like they're at the exact opposite end of your body. There you go. Hey, how about that? 3 Must Get Beers, 19 points. Quarantine Time Machine, Hot Tub Quarantine Machine, 23 points. Low Expectations with 20. 21 for the Hot Mess. Foot Hands, but yeah, exactly. Yeah, okay, fine, I'll give you that. But head to toe, there you go. Let It Ride, 23 points. Pandemic Academics with 23. 22 for the Pink Triangles. Liba, you did great, 29 out of 25. That's amazing. Something or Other Contact Trivia with 23. Football Sundays with 20. Taylor and Nate, 23 points. And there you have it. Hey guys, let's get back here at 8:05 on the dot for round number 3 and get your shot ready for the round 3, question 3 shot of the night. Brainiac 6 in the house. What up, Dave? Is it your birthday? Let me know. I want to wish you a happy birthday. I haven't wished anybody a happy birthday in a few nights. I feel like it's been no one's birthday. No, it's not. I was going to do some math today, but I was too busy. I'm not even taking a break now. I'm just going to chat with you guys. Might as well do this, I guess, right? I was going to measure this out to find out exactly how much was left in it before we get to the worm. Oh, look, it's a good shot of the worm right there. You can totally see it now in the bottle right here. Look at it. Yeah, this little creature right there. So how many shots you guys think? Like, I'm thinking it's at least 8 shots. Oh, and I think it's breaking down because there's like floaters in there. But whatever. That's mine. It's the mezcal that I've been drinking. I got this years ago. Oh, it's too bright. I can't do it. And so I promised that I'll be eating the worm on camera for the shot of the night one night. Now again, you don't have to, it doesn't have to be booze. I mean, I'm not promoting drinking. I'm all about drinking, but if you want to do a shot of water, a shot of wheatgrass, shot of whiskey, whatever it is, join us because it's all about just doing something. It's an act that brings us all together. You got to think like at that moment, everyone is doing a shot with you. You know, it's like 420. You know that if you smoke pot at 420, you're probably smoking with someone else at some point. That's kind of what we're doing. Round 3 question. Let's take a look. You think next week, eh? Okay, there you go. Look, I just poured a shot, and there's still this much left. So I'm thinking by next week Friday, maybe by next week Friday. Right. Brought to you by. Somebody just made a very good point. I'm not promoting drinking. Brought to you by Walkerville Brewery. Anyway, so we're back, everybody. Hi, everybody. It's 8:05 exactly on the dot. We had a bunch of comments that I'm going to have to go read through in the chat here. And I absolutely love seeing that. Thank you very much. Stick around, of course, for one more round here. And then come back later on Friday at 8 o'clock for Seriously Trivia. More of the puzzles, some of the trivia, and a lot of the fun. Definitely a lot of the fun on there. If you're ready to get started, let's queue up your question number 1 for round number 3. What year was it when Tom Cruise finally lost it and did the whole jumping up and down on Oprah's couch thing? Looking for the year. As I always say to you guys, place yourself in that time period. Remember where you were when you saw or heard about that, and then try to pinpoint the year. You don't know what year this happened, but you can figure it out. We got round 3 question number dose coming up. According to a Nielsen survey, what snack food is the most popular in North America? Definitely more Tom Cruise. There was at least 5 Tom Cruise questions in this quiz. Hey everyone! It's round 3 question number 3. It's time for the shot of the night, bringing us all together in one act of conviviality that makes us one big community at the same time. I have got my shot, as I was discussing during the break, of mezcal, working my way towards what some have coined worm night, some have coined gross night, and some have coined you're gonna trip your balls out night. I don't know. That's the part I'm the most afraid of, is that it's gonna be full of psychoactives and I'm gonna lose my shit at the age of, oh, I almost give you my age. Can't do that. Cheers, everybody. Take a photo of your shot. Please share it with me because I'd love to see that. I didn't give you enough warning, but whatever. Hopefully you were ready for it. This one goes out to you and to your health. I'm growing accustomed to this stuff, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to buy myself a bottle after I'm done. But I already got a gift ready to go. A brand new bottle of tequila to follow that bottle up. So, man, oh man, it's a great, great time to be alive. All right, your boozy question of the night. Cheers, everybody. What is the characteristic of a beverage served neat or straight up? Question number 4 comes up for round number 3. What is the 6th planet from the sun? Let me tell you a little bit about Above and Beyond Massage Therapy Clinic. They've been our sponsor since we started doing this thing weeks and weeks ago, and still they are here playing and sponsoring the show. They're an award-winning clinic here in Windsor with 6 registered massage therapists to help you with your aches and pains. They have all sorts of innovative techniques, and they have billing to insurance companies as well. Make sure you visit them on Facebook or on their website at abmassage.ca. Thank you very much for helping us out. Yes, I'm laughing because in the chat somebody reminded me that I made a mistake and called the Greyhound a pituitary, which would be a completely different shot and probably very, very gross. Let's move on to question number 5 for round number 3. It is your final audio clip of the night. It is an 8-bit version of a popular song, so all you have to do is listen up and tell me what song is this the 8-bit version of. Pituitary. Once again, this was an 8-bit version of what popular song? We got question number 6 coming up right about now. What American television network is also known as the I Network? Is there any sort of scientific proof that the bottom of a bottle of liquor is more potent than the top of the bottle of the liquor? Because I feel like that one shot really kicked in hard. I mean, really hard. It could be that or the fact that all I had for dinner were BLTs. So, well, it's going to be a fun show. We got question number 7 coming up right now. In what... Oh, boy, it's Tom Cruise. In what movie can Tom Cruise not handle the truth? Quick shout out going out to Yeet Sheep 2.0. Thank you for being here again tonight. An entire speed round of recorder covers. I'd like to keep some viewers. I mean, I'd love to do that, but I'd also love to keep these people around. So what up, Yeet Sheep? Thanks for being here. We got question number 8 coming up right now. When it comes to dogs, say dogs. What is the difference between spay and neuter? I promise no Tom Cruise questions next week. Or even on Friday. Or next week. Or probably for the next month. Unless Tom Cruise Quickie. We haven't done a quickie about Tom Cruise yet, guys. We haven't done that. We should really, right? Tom Cruise in space with dogs? My God, you've just captured the entire night. That's it. If that movie exists, if it doesn't exist, let's fund it. The Mack Flash will now dedicate the rest of its life to getting that movie made. We got question number 9 coming up. After releasing an entire album of 80s covers in 2019, Weezer was selected to record the 80s style ballad Lost in the Woods for the soundtrack of what hit movie? There it is. You thought you were going to get away with it without any Weezer questions, eh? Well, nope. I'm not going to break this streak, guys. I don't know if you understand. I'm that guy. I'm that guy. I'm that guy who, when I get a good streak, I try really hard not to break that streak at all costs. So now you started a thing. You pointed it out. You made it. You guys made it happen. If you hadn't brought it up, I wouldn't have to put a Weezer question every time. But now it looks like I'm gonna have to get creative. Well, there you have it, my friends. That is the end of the regular round for round number 3. Thank you so much for joining me. It's the highlight of my week, and I do it, and I get to have many highlights, which is great because I get to do this multiple times a week. But honestly, the live shows are my favorite. I love the repartee. It's basically the closest thing I have to contact with other human beings than my own family. So this is amazing. Thank you so much for sticking around for this. What do we got coming up right now? We missed a question, but we got one more question left, actually. Thanks to our sponsors here, the Van Buren Boys, the Swearwolves for Lives, and even Grandmas on Zoom. These are teams that have supported us this week by being sponsors, you know, that's really, I said it last time and I'll say it again. It's always very touching when businesses want to get behind me and to help us out because we have a symbiotic relationship. It's even cooler when a team who is a participant wants to say, hey, no, we want this to keep going. We enjoy what you're doing, so thank you very much. So thanks to the Van Buren Boys, the Swearwolves, and even Grandmas on Zoom for your support this week. If you are interested in helping out, please make sure to visit our website at mackflash.com or send us an email regarding that. We got your last question of the night, question number 10. What do these 3 movies have in common? That's what I'm looking for. Doug has a very good point, guys. When we make the Tom Cruise Dogs in Space movie, Weezer has to do the theme song for it, 100%. You know what's funny about that is, like, I'm not that big of a Weezer fan. They're, excuse me, I've got hiccups. They're fine. They're fine. Don't get me wrong. But I'm not that big of a fan, but, whatever. Let's ride with it. Oh, also, we need to say hello to Zac Efron. Hello, Zac. I hope you're enjoying the show today. I know you're secretly watching because you don't want to be in the, you don't want to be in the spotlight, having people, bother you and take away from the show and whatnot. That's what's so great about Zac Efron is he's like, no, this isn't about me right now. It's about François. So I'm gonna let him have his thing. But I know you're there. So what up, Zac? What's going on? We get your next speed round coming up right now. It is something quite cool. It is puzzle-ish again, and is very similar to a game that you guys are used to by now, if you've played this game before. It's called Bookends. Oops, wrong button. Bookends is basically Chain Gang, but what you have to do is only find the one word that fits in the middle, and I've given you dashes to tell you how many letters that word should have. So here, we've got job fitting in the middle, boob job, and job security. You've got 15 of those coming up for 25 seconds each, and yes, the dashes in the middle do correspond to the number of letters in that word. Let's see if you are able to figure this out. Bam. Once again, you're trying to figure out the word that fits in the middle. The letters do correspond to the number of letters in the word. And remember, some of these could be pop culture related, such as the name of a movie or the title of a song. And there you have it. That is the end of round number 3. Apparently, I gave too many dashes in one of them, but I think you guys still caught on to what I was trying to say. Thank you so much for all the love in the chat about these speed rounds. I'm glad you enjoy them. I was trying really hard to mix it up and do something a little different than we normally do. Give you a bit of a taste of the puzzles we can do as well, that you'll see a lot more of this type of stuff over at Seriously Trivia on Fridays at 8. I know I'm pushing it hard, but I love that game and I want to see a lot of people discovering it. There's a lot of people that I know have not played it yet. And there you have it. Also a lot of love going to the French. Thank you. True or false? The game is over. That is false, my friend. We've got ourselves the answers coming up in just a little bit, and then I'll be back with a little bit of a goodbye message. It's more of a see you later. Round 3 answers coming up right about now. All right, looking down the line here, it looks like we've got single points all the way down. The only thing we wanted to know for number 10 was what these movies had in common, and that they all have secret in the title. The rest of it should be just 1 point all the way down. Oh, number 3. I'm sorry. Yes, number 3. Once again, the same mistake as last week. I'm sorry. There's this glitch I'm gonna have to try to figure out here. But no, number 3. No ice. No ice is the definition for straight up or neat, not true. That was actually one of the questions that was not true or false. So there you have it. Sorry about that. Once again, number 3. We're not looking for true, but no ice for the definition of neat or. And here they are, your answers for the bookends. Looking for the word that belonged in the middle. Of course, Hulk, only containing 4 letters. We got bookends 6 through 10 over here, and yeah, it seems to me that it's why is it that it's the shot question of the night that I keep screwing up the answers on? I mean, it's not like I'm doing the shots while I'm making them. I mean, you know. I'm gonna go ahead and say no for room air. I don't know what a room air is. Room temperature? Yes. And finally, bookends 11 through 15. Basically a miniature version of Life on the Chain Gang. A little bit of extra help coming in for you. Yes, let those scores flow through the chat. Let them flow. And let us know what you guys did get for this one. Tons of cool stuff happening this week still to go. It's only Wednesday, so we have got ourselves a James Bond coming up on Thursday, tomorrow at 7. Friday, Seriously Trivia. On Saturday morning, stick around because we have got a 3-part Nintendo trivia. That's right, one whole trivia about the Nintendo, one about the SNES, and one about the N64, all coming out on Saturday. That night, you'll be able to catch, of course, the part 3 of Mack Flash Presents the Infinity Saga trivia, all about the first 22 movies of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. It's part 3, so if you've missed part 1 and 2, make sure you do go back and check those out. On Sunday, we're looking at some sports. It's the Decades in Review for 2000 and 2010, followed by a Tim Burton Flick Picks. That's right, it's movie trivia for the cinephiles. It is Flick Picks. Next week is High School Week at Mack Flash. That's right, we'll be fearing it. I won't. We'll be featuring a bunch of high school related quickies, including the High School Musical that we were talking about before. That's it. You guys, your scores are in here. We're going to be taking a look at those scores in the chat. My name is François. I've been your host. It's been a great time. I think this is a great thing. I think we should definitely do this again. I think it's going to catch on. Thank you so much for everybody for being here. My name is François. I've been your host. Thanks to all of our sponsors. Thanks to all the players. We'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.